What's up to you too? It's Spencer. Spencer Schmoot again. Today, I think it's like day 17 or something. It's getting there. Keeping promises to myself as always, or trying to as always. I failed today. I said I was going to stop smoking yesterday, but I just got to the point at which I didn't want to like yell at my family. So I was like, okay, I'll smoke, and then once I leave here, I could be kind of by myself for a little bit. Especially like the first 3 days are usually the worst. Um, then I can, do good stuff. So yeah, uh, I'll stop then. I think because it's just not the time or the place. I'm supposed to be chilling, but I'm like more like, today I was this morning I was like, oh. Then trying to communicate, and I get super lightheaded. Not lightheaded, but I get super spacey when I don't smoke. So it's a mental thing. It's really funny. My mental thing makes it so that I'm just like, yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you're just super spacey. So that's that. Um, yeah. So they just talk about I had a long talk today with my brother about communication, and then also taking care of yourself, and it's the thing is like in the as a medic, right? We're trained to take care of ourselves first, so we can take care of other people later, right? One of the things is that um, sacrificing constantly and sacrificing all the time for other people, making it so that your mental health goes down and your your brain and your body starts declining. Then what happens is that you can't last as long, right? So the thing is that you have to have self-care. That's the biggest thing. Self-care, self understanding, right? So um you can only lift what you can lift. You can only do what you can do. Don't be pissed off at yourself if you can't do more. But also you can lift a lot more if you're good, right? If you're in shape mentally, if you're in shape mentally, then you can handle a lot more versus not being in shape mentally, right? Like me, for instance, my brain is not in shape mentally right now. I just got out of school. It was a super hard time with and as mental health stuff, and yeah, so like my ability to be able to lift things in my brain, to be able to kind of tackle things, seems bigger, right? I have a lot of space open up because I'm not in school anymore, but I still have to kind of put myself back together. I don't know what that means yet, but I'm working on it. But when I can do that, then I can go off and help other people, and that's a huge thing. Is like as a medic, we're trained to do that, right? We're trained to help. As we get trained to do, like, it's mass cal. Okay, if you're injured, make sure that you're good, right? Make sure you're not bleeding out, and then go help other people. Because if you're bleeding out, you might help one or two people, and then you'll fall over and pass out from blood loss. But if you stop the bleeding, then you can go and you can help as many people as you can, right? So just you know just be good to yourself too. That's a big thing. Fed mentioned this thing's gonna go away. Like the double chin thing is gonna go away eventually. Haven't started on that yet either, but I kind of made a schedule. In other news, made a schedule last night. I don't know when I'm gonna start it. It's gonna be like a 3-day rotation of stuff, so that's good. Business, mental health, and fitness. Those are the three things I'm gonna kind of cover. Um, maybe sprinkle some more in. Maybe I hope. I don't know if like motivational stuff. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens with the motivational stuff. So, I want to help as many people as I can. So, there might be some motivational stuff out there. I've had to work on that craft, but yep. And then also, expectations, right? Let's talk about that for a second. Expectations are a huge thing. Um, I'm trying to get to the place in which I don't expect anything. In a way, right? Like I obviously, if I go to a place, I expect good service, blah blah blah. But if I don't get it, I'm not torn up about it, right? I know a lot of people that are close to me and my family wise go to a place and the service is not good, then they just kind of like talk shit, and it's like, oh, whatever. Like maybe the person was having a bad day, maybe it's just a bad restaurant, whatever, right? Expectations are something that you have to control, in my opinion. Like you have to control expectations, so you don't actually just um, you don't just beat yourself up, like, or you don't like go through and then just be disappointing constantly, right? Because our expectations of life, right? Like, if I'm like, oh man, I expect to make $1 million in a year, right? Like, if it happens, it'll be nice, but I'm not expecting it to happen. I'm not expecting it to happen ever. It's just having a process, right? It's all about the journey, for me. So, I'm attempting to make it about the journey. Like, it's not completely there yet. I can always dream about nice stuff and whatever. But expectations of other people is a huge thing too. Don't if you continue to expect things from other people and they continue to let you down, that's a thing about expectations, right? People can only do what they can do. You don't know what's going on with them. Like today I had a deep conversation with my brother, and I realized that he had more going on than I thought. You know, and that's a huge thing of like, it's just expectations, right? Like, and I don't feel bad for what I felt because the communications wasn't there, but and that's how I felt, and don't feel bad about how you feel about stuff, but also just with the expectations wise, just be uh yeah, just don't expect everything, don't expect much, and then be pleasantly surprised with everything. And I'm trying not. It's not like a cynical thing when I'm trying to explain. It's more of a um, just a way, like a self defense thing. It's expectations. So another thing is like yeah, just be easy on yourself, right? Like I had with a smoking thing. And I started smoking again. I was like, oh fucking, damn it! Like, I can't get through a day, whatever. But thing it'll happen. Like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of smoking. 100% of it. I don't want to smoke anymore. It's just the time at which I need to not. Right. It's a time that I need to put in, and it's a time at which I have to. Right. So being easy on yourself is a huge thing, or being easier on yourself of like when you fail, right? When you fail at something like um, that you want to, like you promise yourself, right? Keeping promises to yourself. If you fail at it, then be easy. Pick yourself up. Continue going. Like for this podcast, or not podcast, this video thing. My suggestion is just to I'm gonna do it. I'm just and that's part of the thing. But if I fail, if I stumble, um, just pick myself back up, and yeah, there's too much negativity. Just be positive. So anyway, had my rambles today. So yeah, just chill, just be chill, be good to yourself. Don't yeah, just take time, process. This is mostly me telling myself things. It's this is what this is about kind of right now. I'm just telling myself things about like how I really think. It's like there's the depression and the badness. I put my sunglasses on like Casey. The badness, right? But then there's the other side. There's a side of which you can just like being depressed is not a choice, but how you handle it, right? Like it's um as a expert in being depressed, unfortunately, you know, positivity, creating something, just combating everything that's wrong, right? Like when you're depressed, it's like this tree is stupid, right? Or like this, no, this traffic is horrible, or something. You know, the thing is to combat that with positivity. You know, everything goes wrong in depression. Everything's against you. It feels like, for me at least. And but my how I combat it is just positivity, overwhelming positivity, because it takes 3 4 times as much positivity to outweigh negativity. You know, so yeah, those are the little things today. Not much. I'm still kind of on vacation. We're up here in Truckee, just killing it. I'm gonna get the hot tub later. And yeah, yeah, this shit is crazy. So this shit is crazy. I'm done. I'm still kind of like wrapping my brain around it. I think that it's gonna really hit me when I leave Santa Cruz, right? When I actually leave it, and because I go back there and then I pack, and I have to leave by the 30th because the lease ends. So, you know, if I leave Santa Cruz and leave, like, then I'll just be chilling. I think that's gonna be a big step for me. I'll try to capture that day as much as possible. But yeah, thanks for listening. You know, it's this thing is a um, it's funny like how therapeutic this is. It's a funny thing, right? So and it's great. But all right, well, y'all have a good day.